Welcome to The Growth Kit, a podcast where science and actionable advice intersect to help you live a better life. This is part 2 of a podcast focused on body fat and 12 science-backed ways to lower it. Number 6. Exercise. There's endless debate about the best exercise for weight loss. Should you be getting under weights, running long distances, interval training? The answer is yes. The best approach for both fat loss and holistic health is to stress the 3 main energy pathways of the body. These energy systems are the phosphagen system. This system is used for short bursts of effort lasting 10 seconds or less. Ideal exercises include sprinting, jumping, and weightlifting. The glycolytic system. Efforts in this system last from 10 seconds to 2 minutes. Exercises suited for this system include high-intensity interval training, boxing, and rowing. The oxidative system, aka the aerobic system. This system is engaged in activities lasting a minimum of 2 minutes. Exercises commonly associated with this system include running, cycling, swimming, and hiking. Each of these systems contributes to reducing body fat, but in different ways. Cardiovascular exercise such as walking, running, or cycling helps to create a calorie deficit and burn fat. Strength training and plyometrics increases muscle mass, which requires your body to burn calories at a higher rate than other exercises and for days afterward. High-intensity interval training and intense intervals combine elements of both of these to create a high-intensity workout that burns more calories than both of these during the workout. Do this. Divide up your workout so that you hit each of the energy systems. Here are some good minimum goals for the week for the 3 types of exercise. 2 bouts of 45 to 60 minutes of Zone 2 cardio. 2 sessions of lifting for 20 minutes. 1 to 2 sessions of high-intensity interval training for 20 to 30 minutes each. 7. Practice mindful eating. Simply paying attention to what you put in your mouth can impact your waist size. In one study on mindful eating and weight loss, participants were divided into 2 groups, a mindfulness-based weight loss intervention group and a control group. The mindfulness-based weight loss intervention consisted of 18 weekly 2-hour group sessions focused on mindful eating, exercise, and stress reduction techniques. The control group received printed educational materials on nutrition and exercise. After 6 months, the mindfulness-based weight loss intervention group had significantly greater weight loss compared to the control group, with an average weight loss of 3.5% of their initial body weight. The researchers also found that the mindfulness-based weight loss intervention group had significantly greater improvements in binge eating, cognitive restraint, and physical activity compared to the control group. One of the study authors stated, "Mindful eating encourages individuals to be more aware of their hunger and fullness cues, to pay attention to their emotions and other situational cues that can influence their eating behavior, and to savor and enjoy their food." This study adds to the growing body of evidence suggesting that mindfulness-based interventions can be effective for weight loss and improving eating behaviors. Do this. Put the phone away, turn off the TV, and limit any other distractions. If you're by yourself, then sit in silence and be mindful of what you're eating. If you're with others, then bring back some of the conversation to the food and discuss the taste, texture, and smell of what you're eating. If you want to go deeper into this approach, I highly recommend the book Unwinding Anxiety by Dr. Judson Brewer to break down and further justify the approach. 8. Sleep. Sleep is arguably one of the most important factors in maintaining a healthy weight, but not in the way you might think. Its importance isn't in promoting weight loss, but paradoxically, in preventing weight gain. In one study, researchers found that sleep restriction, defined as 5.5 hours of sleep per night for 14 nights, led to increased hunger and appetite, especially for high-carbohydrate, calorie-dense foods. Participants in the study also had reduced levels of the hormone leptin, which signals satiety, and increased levels of the hormone ghrelin, which stimulates hunger. A meta-analysis of 11 studies found that short sleep duration was associated with a higher risk of obesity in both children and adults. The meta-analysis included a total of 18,000 participants and found that there is a 60% to 80% increase in the odds of being a short sleeper amongst those who are obese, which was seen in both children and adults. There are a variety of factors at play here, but one of the main ones is hormone regulation. Lack of sleep can disrupt the production and balance of hormones like leptin, satiety hormone, and ghrelin, hunger hormone. Ever wonder why you're always drifting to the snacks when you feel like a zombie and just want to go to bed? Sleep deprivation can also increase cortisol levels, a hormone associated with stress and weight gain. Do this. Practice good sleep hygiene by avoiding food, blue light, and stress within 3 hours of bedtime. Go to bed at the same time each night, and set an alarm for this as needed. Keep the room cool, use a sleep mask, and consider mouth taping. See my site for plenty of practical articles on sleep hygiene. 9. Consider coffee. Researchers have been studying coffee and its effect on weight for years, but the results have been inconsistent. This meta-analysis of 12 studies looked at how drinking coffee affects the size of men's and women's waist circumferences and their overall weight. They found that men who drank more coffee tended to have slightly smaller waists and weigh a little less, but this wasn't true for women. However, when they looked at other studies that used specific measurements to define obesity, they didn't see the same results. For women, drinking more coffee was actually linked to a higher risk of being overweight or obese, while for men, drinking more coffee may have helped reduce their risk of being overweight. These results were a bit surprising to me. While coffee is no weight loss panacea, it is known to influence metabolism and provide cardiovascular benefits. One factor potentially influencing these results is that when many people say that they drink coffee, what they actually mean is that they drink a 500-calorie mocha frappuccino from Starbucks, packed with a mind-boggling 79 grams of sugar. Another confounding variable is the impact of coffee on sleep, see above. Do this. If your goal is weight loss and you love coffee, aim to get as close to drinking a black coffee as you can by decreasing the amount of calories in that coffee, the common offenders being sugars, creams, and syrups, and have your last sip by noon. 10. Manage stress. There is a growing body of evidence suggesting a significant relationship between stress and weight gain or obesity. Stress can affect eating behavior, leading to overeating and the consumption of high-calorie, high-fat foods, which can contribute to weight gain and obesity. One study published in the International Journal of Obesity found that stress was a significant predictor of weight gain over time. The study, which involved over 1,300 men and women in the United States, found that those who reported high levels of stress gained more weight over a 9-year period than those who reported low levels of stress. Chronic stress leads to the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, fight, flight, freeze, and the HPA axis. According to scientists, this facilitates an anabolic state that promotes fat storage within visceral depots, which increases the risk of dyslipidemia, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and other facets of the metabolic syndrome. They continue by stating, chronic stress is known to alter the pattern of food intake, dietary preference, and the rewarding properties of foods. While stress may not directly cause weight gain, like sleep, it impacts our behaviors related to eating, movement, and sleep itself. Do this. Have an active approach to managing stress and anxiety. Different techniques work for different people, so try it all. Breathwork, mindfulness, meditation, exercise, biofeedback such as HRV, finding new hobbies, changing jobs, breaking up with toxic friends, or going to talk therapy. 11. Consider time-restricted eating. Time-restricted feeding is a type of intermittent fasting where food consumption is limited to a certain window of time each day, typically between 8 to 12 hours. This means that you would eat all of their meals and snacks within this window and then fasts for the remaining hours of the day, formerly called skipping breakfast. Some studies have suggested that TRF can be effective for weight loss, including fat loss. One reason for this is that TRF can help reduce overall calorie intake, as individuals may naturally eat less when they have a limited window of time to consume their meals. TRF has also been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and other metabolic markers, which may contribute to weight loss and improve body composition. Do this. To begin with, remove any calorie-containing food or drink, such as snacks, between meals, and gradually progress from there. Start by fasting for a 12-hour period, including sleep time, and then work your way up to 16 hours by skipping a meal. After a few weeks, increase the duration of your fasting periods. For those who are pre-diabetic or diabetic, it's advisable to focus on reducing the intake of refined carbohydrates and incorporating regular exercise into your routine before attempting to skip meals. Feeling weak or lightheaded may indicate a drop in blood sugar levels, suggesting a lack of metabolic flexibility. In these cases, it would be more beneficial to prioritize addressing other lifestyle factors, such as nutrition, sleep, and stress management. Talk to your doctor before starting this. 12. Limit toxins. We live in a world where toxins are just a part of our life. From fragrances to receipts to the contaminants in unfiltered water, these seemingly benign particles can have a profound impact on our health and our weight. In a 2013 study titled Role of Environmental Chemicals in Obesity, a systematic review on the current evidence, researchers looked at a variety of obesogenic chemicals and how they impact our bodies. They state, chemicals as heavy metals, some solvents, pesticides, BPA, organophosphates, phthalates, PCB, PBBs, and many other substances are documented to cause weight gain. These chemicals interfere with weight and lipid homeostasis by various mechanisms related to weight-controlling hormones, activity of the sympathetic nervous system, and sensitivity to neurotransmitters. These toxins are in the air, the soil, and on so many of the products we use on a daily basis. Because they are so ubiquitous, there is no simple way to avoid them, but there are plenty of ways to limit your exposure to them. Do this. Swap out plastic for wood, stainless steel, ceramic, and untreated wood. Eat from cans less, and rinse the food in those cans if you do. Filter your water. Ventilate the house. Never microwave or heat plastic. Don't use chemical-laden non-stick cookware. Eat as organic as you can afford. What I do. While weight loss has not been a goal of mine since I was a lightweight rower in high school, fat loss, or maintaining a low body fat percentage, always is. This healthy balance of low fat, high muscle has important factors on my short-term well-being and my longevity, so I'm focused on a good foundation and good habits now to help me as I get older. Aside from a calorie deficit, thank you ectomorph body type, I practice each one of these 12 points on a frequent basis. The hardest for me to adhere to is mindfulness eating, although family dinners have helped with this. Few of these come naturally, the outlier being coffee, but the groove is constantly being greased, so now I don't even think of them as health strategies. They just are. Conclusion: weight loss, it turns out, is not a simple thing, even though our consumer culture is telling us that the only thing you need for fat loss. Hint: anyone who's telling you there is the best diet is probably trying to sell you something. There are many ways to lose weight, but the ways to gain it are as numerous and tend to be more pleasurable. To complicate things more, everyone's uniqueness means that approach A will pull the lever for you, but not so much for me. The number one goal is to focus on adherence because, in the end, the best diet for weight loss is the one you will actually do. The first 6 tips for fat loss on the list are the most effective for weight loss, giving you the most bang for your buck. So pick 1 to 2 factors from the first 6 tips: calorie deficit, prioritize protein, adherence, measure something, eat nutrient-dense foods, and exercise. After that, gradually add in 1 more factor. As importantly, make sure this is something that makes you feel good about yourself. After all, behavior science is tougher than rocket science, so if your mind isn't receptive to it, it won't last. Find ways to make it enjoyable. Thanks for tuning into the Growth Kit podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. You can check out my website at MindBodyDad.com and subscribe for more weekly insights sent to your inbox. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MindBodyDad.